name is Irma Baez, and the first question is, what has been your experience with special education before taking this course? Well, in my first semester of college, I had the opportunity to volunteer in Special Olympics. It was such a great experience because I had the opportunity to cheer for them, to see their happy faces. They were really motivated. They were really happy to participate in the games that they had. So it was such a great experience. And in your own words, what is special education? To me, special education is a way of helping others to become successful like any other student. It doesn't matter if they have a disability, they're still gonna help them to become successful in life no matter what. After reading the number 3, after reading the first chapter, what do you learn? What do you find interesting? What do you want to learn? Well, in this chapter, I learned a lot about the evolution of its special education. I also learned a lot about how each law impacted its special education. But something I did find interesting was the two words modifications and accommodations. So they look really similar. Both of them look really, really similar, but they're not. They're different. So accommodations is when you give extra times to a students to do an assignment, and modifications is when you take away less questions, difficult questions, or take away something difficult that you think they might not be able to understand. And question number 4, how many categories of disabilities are identified that may entitle students to special education services in the education setting? So there are 13 categories of disability that may entitle students to special education services. Question number 5. Name and describe one law. The Section 504 of the Vaccination or Rehabilitation Act. Well, that act, it prohibits discriminations against students with disabilities. So it gives an equal opportunity for participation in the school activities for students with disability. Question number 6. What is least restrictive environment? It means that students with disabilities are placed in general classroom. So students, they should be in a mainstream classroom. It doesn't matter if they have a disability. They should be placed in a mainstream classroom, and so they can have the support from them. Individualized education program. It is a writing document that is used to describe the process of providing services and the detail of what those services will include. It has very information and it's very detailed about the process of each student who has a disability. And free appropriate public education. It means that students who have special needs, their parents don't need to pay. They don't need to pay for them to go to a public school because it's gonna be free. So it basically is just give it to you. The title gives it already because it's free. It's free appropriate public education. So it's appropriate public education for students, and there's no cost for them. What is related service? Related service are services that help students who qualify for special education. One example for related service is physical therapy. Physical therapy, it gives students motivation. It gives students motion exercise to improve their strength. Physical therapy gives students motion exercise to improve their strength. So if a child has something like any problem with their leg or with their arm, they're gonna give them that therapy so they could improve their strength and be able to continue going. And yes, that's it.